Okay, this is Hobbyist Miniature Chronicles. We are back painting again the Celestial Dragon Abomination, and getting used to a new arm. So what I should have done was when I did the blue, I should have done it for his scale, basically going all the way down his back. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna basically start with that color, that one dark color. And I'm hoping you guys have no problem seeing this. I'm using a new arm, so it's really closer than my old one. But we actually played the first mission of White Death. I found pretty much everything I could find for it. Kickstarters and stuff. We played the first mission. We successfully survived. Did a couple things wrong with the guard actions, but other than that, everyone who played it enjoyed themselves, and that's really the best thing you can have. I mean, so as of now, I have all the Zombicide games. Oop, that is way close. And I just did the Kickstarter for the newest one. There we go, that's a little better. Which would be Dead Men Tells. And that's the Pirate Zombie one. Which, I mean, you don't have to tell me twice. Pirates and zombies. Yeah. The stretch goals and stuff, amazing for what they did. They're going to be awesome. Can't wait to get those. Paint them up. I mean, it is taking me a long time to paint just a couple monsters. I mean, I did do the terracotta walkers. I am almost done with them. I did put a speed coat base on them, and then I just took the army painter's fur brown and I just painted some spots that looked like they could have gone there. It was just like the darker parts of the armor, and surprisingly, they came out good. This guy, he's been, I think there's like 5 videos I've gone with him, and I'm trying to figure out. I don't want to put a bunch of clips out with just Abomination title, because people won't know what it is. I do want to name them. I gotta figure out how I want to, because I've already got the category selected on YouTube, but I don't know if I want to go back and label them as, like, I don't know if I can, or I think I can. I just have to add the title. And I'll put like Celestial Abomination. The Azure, I think this is the Azure Dragon. The first color I'm using for this is the Army Painter Scarab Green for this scale line. And then I'll be adding more colors to it. I've got like 3 other colors I'm gonna light it up with, but I may not do a whole lot. I would like to get him done today, which means as of making this video and transferring it to a flash drive, because my phone's not got a big enough storage. I will try to get 3 of these videos so I can put one out. This has been a little bit since I've made a video. I redid my hobby desk again, and that's always a challenge. I made the countertops myself, so I made the main desk 12 foot long, and then I had to reorganize everything. And then the other minis I've been working on, I got into Halo Flashpoint, and that was actually it uses the Dead Zone rule set. Easy game to learn, easy game to play, fun. And it wasn't. He's got some dust on him. The other game, Ember Obsidian Protocol, I got 2 mechs done. There's a lot of parts in those boxes. I got everything pretty much that's out for UN and Dune, and then there's, or not Dune, RDL faction. And I guess there's another faction coming out soon, which I'll be getting that when it comes out. When I buy a game, I've got to buy it all. Like, I have to look up to see how many expansions it has, how fun this is gonna be, and if me and my wife will like playing it with just me and her on occasion. So when I look into a game, I'm not just looking for a couple nights of playing it and being done. I'm looking for, you know, many nights, replayability, having more than enough characters to play as. Because, get me wrong, core sets are nice, but who doesn't want all those extra heroes to play as? Especially in the Zombicide games. I mean, that's the whole reason I buy these. Is just because the minis alone. I think so. On the Marvel one, and I painted up a couple guys. I got Elektra, and I got a couple other people on YouTube that have painted Thor. But the I watched some guy's video. It took him, I think it was 3 years. And I think it totaled up 333 minis. And I'm like, that is insane. I have to find a better way to paint the zombies and stuff. But I don't want to just speed paint them because I like to make my stuff look nice. Don't get me wrong, people love speed paint. I just don't think they're 100% perfect for minis, like main characters and stuff. Batch painting a bunch of zombies, yeah, go for it. But yeah, there's just so many. Like, I counted in the White Death, the minis for the main characters I have. I have 131 heroes. And that was with all the sets, the Kickstarter stretch goals, and all that. And one reason I like that is it's the Dynasty Warrior characters. Um, and then you got Black Plague that can be combined with this, which again is awesome. But now, the minis all from that game I combined with White Death, and it's oh, I guess I did forget to do some of this scales right there. I'll have to touch those up. Those scales will get the blue same as that, and then I'll have to highlight them. There's some more here. Yeah, give me some end dust. It's a can of air that I can just dust my mini off. Surprisingly, it's this dusty because I've been keeping them in a box. Because my cat's been wanting to play with the minis while I'm at work. But back to the minis and for the amount of painting that there is for this game. Like, there's a lot. Now I have out of the 12 terracotta walkers, they are all done. Except for I gotta finish 6 more. And then I'm just painting their base black. Because I figured I'll base the bases for the heroes with terrain and stuff. And uh, dust and stuff like that. But I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'll just leave the zombies because there's so many of them, and no one's gonna care if their bases are textured or have grass or something on it. I did do that for the Walking Dead ones, which does look really nice, and that's a game that has a lot of zombies too. Those ones I just was speed painting just to see how they turned out, and they did turn out pretty good. I was more impressed. Yeah, the speed paints do work. I just I feel like some of the minis are like, I don't want to pull a lot of. I want to take my time. I want to make it look good, especially with him. Like I don't want to speed paint him. I want to increase my skill with this so I can, you know, did I get it all? Almost. I was talking away and I didn't even realize I was almost done with him with the first layer. And then I gotta go back and hit his scales right here. But the Zombicide games I love. They're so fun. My wife enjoys them. My friends are enjoying them. And my friend really enjoyed it because he's like, it makes him have to think. And I'm like, yeah. You know, every time I play, I'm pulling Abomination cards for us. And I'm like, you know, I really gotta stop that. Okay. There's the first color. I'm going to actually touch his mouth up too. Because I should have did this when I did his face. But I thought I was going to do that like pinkish, but I did miss quite a bit for his like mouth. Even the nostrils. But yeah, it still looks good. I'm gonna do the orb on his hand like red. I'm gonna do these like stone color, and that of course stone and his blood. I mean, he is almost done, and I'm more than happy to call him done. I just need to figure out, you know, how I want to label these videos because I have a lot of abominations. Yeah, as I talk about the games, I have all the White Death, I have all of Vader. So that's a game I want to play too, and I've got all the minis and haven't been able to play it, and I'm kind of itching to play that one because it's space and it's, you know, I do like space. And we're gonna do the red on the tongue. Probably just do dry brushing on it. Okay. Probably do all his bone, his fangs and stuff in like a bone color. I think that would look pretty cool. Okay. So now I'm just gonna take this color. Basically, but I'm also having trouble finding time to paint Monday through Friday or Monday through Thursday because today's Friday. Um, I work 10 hours a day. It's rough. I want to come home and I want to relax, but it's like I also want to do stuff. You know, I don't go out and do stuff with friends and stuff. It's like I would like to, but it is hard. I don't know how some people do it. And I realized I probably should have did those like a tannish color, so I'm gonna have to go back. That's okay though. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of like adding a layer of line to where I want the light to kind of hit it. And again, I'm no master. I'm just showing you how I paint it. And if you like the way I do it, you can follow along. You know, I probably don't show all the colors, and you know, but it's more of paint it how you want to paint it. You want to paint a pink dragon? Paint a pink dragon. But no, um, I'm just showing you how I paint it. I I paint these and I make these videos because I like to do it. You know, if it gets some people's attention, then that's cool. It helps some people paint or get a little confidence in painting. That's cool too. Yeah, I'm doing this for the absolute fun that I can actually do it. You know, go a long time. People told me not to record yourself or do anything like that. But I like to prove people wrong. Yeah, he's gonna. I can't wait to put him on the field. I was. So he's the last. So out of the celestial abominations, I believe he is the last one that gets spawned. So the first one I think is the Phoenix, which I was like, should have painted him first. But then I was like, well, the second one is the turtle. Third one's the tiger, and then the last one to get spawned after they're defeated was the dragon. And I haven't like played like a full like we haven't played with like a loaded like I've been putting the zombie walkers and stuff in the decks, like the new walkers, the deadbolt ones I got, which can shoot, and then there's berserkers that are in here, and I think I'm gonna leave the scales because that's dark right there. I like that. Um, can't remember if I already hit this or not. I think I did, but I'll just go back and hit it again. So the other thing I've been doing is I found this file from the guy that I watched on YouTube. He has his whole set painted, and he has these little bases. And I had one over here, but they're little 3D printed. I got some for bigger ones for these are for Halo. But you just get like a drill bit, drill it out. I want to make it to where that magnet just sits in and I can glue it. Uh, but I've been gluing those onto the bottom of Zombicide miniatures. And I tell you what, that is the best thing I have ever done. Like, I don't have to mess around with them. I can put them, magnetize them, put them on a tray, and then take them where I want to go. All right, let's move to the third color. So I'm just gonna just barely. Again, I'm not perfect, guys. Yeah, I do like how he's turning out, though. It does look. The more I look at it, the more I am enjoying the process. I will say I painted the second edition cop Abomination. He did not. His skin came out fantastic, and there's a video on him, I believe, in my YouTube. Um, his details were hard for me to pick out, and I don't know if it's just the way I do my, uh, my base coat and my primer and stuff like that. But I was like, he didn't turn out too good. I mean, he turned out good, but he didn't turn out like my favorite good. Like, he turned out okay. and I'm okay with that. But now, as you can see, I probably don't switch out my brushes a lot, and I should, but I don't. I like using the same one till it pretty much is dead. Like, I've got a couple of these where their bristles are painted, like bent, frayed, but it's all looking pretty good. Still works. I still clean it and stuff like that. But my hands are gone numb again. That's the bad thing. My job keeps me busy. I'm like physical labor, and I do a lot of things with my hands at work and building stuff. And on Fridays, my hands just doesn't want to cooperate sometimes, especially when I paint. Which makes it hard. I mean, he is turning out good. Okay. I think I need a new paint handle for this guy. So bulky of a paint handle. Okay. Now we'll go to the last color. This is a really that's another thing. I'm just gonna hit on the middles. Try and get yeah, it does. It does make a pop. I like it. Now, all in all, this thing was a 10 out of 10 to paint. Enjoyed every bit of him. Meanwhile, he looks fantastic. The other ones I gotta start painting, Borderlands. And I gotta magnetize them first, which I found out the magnets that I use for the Zombicide work for it. And I'm excited. The other thing I picked up too was Deep Rock Galactic. And boy, am I happy I got that. I saw that on Kickstarter and I was like, oh, I ain't gonna have the time to buy that. Like, I didn't have the money at the time. I was like, kind of sad. Okay, so for the fangs and stuff, I'm gonna use this Dusty Skull by Warpings. And that's gonna be, I think, all his scales. All these. I feel that would look pretty good. And if the video reaches it, I'll finish the scales off camera, like I've done in the past, and then I'll do the second one. But yeah, I think that's pretty good. A big one right there. Yeah, there we go. I have enough paint on the brush. Now, for the ones that aren't painted, I'll probably just end up using the bone color from Speed Paint. Because that color, believe it or not, that color always goes on real nice. Never had an issue with that one. I don't know if I'm going to put any extra layers on those. I like the way it's kind of coming out. He does get quite a lot of scales, but I'm just tossing them all around on this camera. Oh my god. I'm trying to get the great angle for me to paint it. Trying to get it to look nice for you guys. But yeah, we're kind of near the end of the video. So far, there he is. Yeah, I do like that. Wow. Just looking at the camera, you see that blue pop on his scale. It matches. Everything looks good. I'm gonna do his eyes red, just like the orb, like red, and then like with yellow. I feel that fits pretty good. And then like the same I'm doing the scales, I'm gonna do here because it has different layer colors. So this, I'll probably paint that red, this, and then this will be the same color. And then I'll do his damage for him, do the rocks on the bottom. So probably another 2 videos and we'll be done. If I can get everything painted, he'll be done. And in the next couple weeks, you'll see him uploaded. You know, I mean, if there's something you guys do want to see, let me know. Just hit it up in the comments. I usually respond back. I again don't have that many viewers, but I've reached a couple people that you want to see just a painting video with some nice music, or I do talking. Recently, I do talk in a lot of videos, but the first couple ones I do quiet ones when I'm not feeling too good or my voice is bad. I mean, I know I don't have an angelic voice or a radio voice or anything like that, but I mean, some people do, some people don't. Unfortunately, me, I have the voice that I have. So, I mean, I know it may not be the best, but it's a true voice. I don't use any effects to change my voice, but yeah, always, you're free to more than welcome to comment, give me your opinion. If there's minis that you would like to see that I don't do or haven't done yet, I've got a bunch of list of stuff to paint for this. I didn't think I'd be making 100 videos. I mean, I'm up quite a bit on count so far, but I didn't think I'd be. I mean, if I did all the minis, just the abominations and the heroes, I'd have just a lot of videos for Zombicide White Death, not even the Marvel one. That'd be a lot. Oops, sorry. Last minute, taking it off camera. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. One thing I'm always afraid of doing is finding a color scheme that I've never seen and using it. I need to get in the habit of starting to do that, but usually I go by the box art, or I try to follow it kind of close. I mean, it's not one for one, but most of the time I'll be like, okay, I'm going to follow that. And then I'm like, oh, no, I think I'll try something different. No, it looks almost like box art. Same colors, just different tones of them. And I'm like, oh, I guess I did do that. But I'm going to finish the scales up off the video. You'll see them in the next one. And then we'll do the stone and the red. And I think next video I'll do the stone. And then we'll do the red for the last video. Touch it all up. And then hopefully that'll be enough. But yeah, I think this is like 5 parts for the Abomination right now for this dragon. So if they're going to be this long, I'm cool with that. I mean, it's still a process because this has been over months of me painting him because I wanted him to come out really good, and he did. But if you guys like the video, like and comment, subscribe if you want. But yeah, till next time. Bye.